Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Balance of Opinion Sports Podcast, with your guy, the host with the most amount to plan, Yawa, King ECG, and Manila.
It's your boy Nat Vinci. Facts over feelings.
And the Buffalo Kid.
It's your boy Sly. I'm back. Buffalo shit. Bang.
Okay, so before I show people what the MVP stats look like, or not the stats, but the standings, who would be your guys' MVP right now?
If I had, if I had to say right now, it's a tight race, it's a close race. But if I had to pick one, I would go with Giannis. But it's a 1A, 1B situation for me though. So 1A, I got Giannis, but 1B, I got Devin Booker. Man, I feel like the fact that he's not getting as much fanfare. It's not enough conversation about Devin Booker. What he did this year is kind of like. It's amazing, man. We ain't seen what he did this year in a long time. Like everybody else lost their second star and they kind of fell off. He lost his second star. He kept his team just kept going, kept flowing. So I'm pretty sure they probably gonna give it to Giannis or Embiid, but I definitely think Devin Booker should get some consideration.
All right, Navinch, what about you?
Listen, I'm right up there with what Sly is saying. I think for me, it's Devin Booker, because the guy has been disrespected. I think he should have been a starter this year. He was not a starter. I think a couple of years back he was disrespected, but not being named to the reserves. So the NBA is constantly disrespecting this kid, which is a straight up star. But for me, why I think he is the MVP is Chris Paul went down. He rose his game. He rose his leadership. He raised his level of play, defensive on both ends of the ball. And listen, he's leading his team against some of these guys he's beaten these guys that are MVP candidates.
Yeah.
So he's beaten them. And look at his record. So Chris Paul went out for a couple of games. Look. They still have an awesome record.
Yeah, 61-14.
61-14. Right? Yep. Chris Paul went out. Who else? Even when it's for me, it's him. I understand they're going to try to give it to the big name guys, but listen, when it comes up to it, it should be who is the real MVP. No politics behind it, and I think the kid really deserves it because his leadership. When we're talking about MVP, we're talking about what you're doing for your team, where your team is in the position, and that's what he's doing. He has the leadership. His defense, his level of play has risen. Like, come on, man.
Okay, so I feel similar to you guys, but I would add two more guys. So I'd go Giannis. Oh no, I go Joker, Booker, Giannis, Embiid, and Rosen. Sorry to add the extra two, but I just feel like DeRozan needs to get some love too. I understand that they're on a slump, but he did have a pretty good year. He's improved his numbers. Joker doesn't have his two players. Are we going to act like that's not something? I'm not trying to poo-poo on Devin. I'm just saying Joker ain't got Porter and he ain't got Murray.
Facts.
Okay? And just to be fair here with their record, yes, I know they're in sixth place, 44-31 though.
Mm-hmm. Listen, you're absolutely right. I'm not disagreeing with you. You have to put that man up there because of what he's doing, without those two gentlemen. So, I can't really disagree with that. But I'm really going to stick by Booker because I think sometimes you have to reward the winning. And all of that shows it, the leadership and stepping up in a certain situation. I think you also got to add Jason Tatum in the conversation too.
I was about to add him, but he'd have to be sixth because they just slowly started coming on. And like Sly said in the last episode, nobody wants to play the Nets. So it could be a situation where everybody else fell back and they let them rise and they're not paying attention to what's going on the other side. But You know what I mean? You all
Yeah,
good?
no,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no. Listen, Boston, they caught the chemistry and they're just riding with it. So if it's working, then there's no need to slow down. The other
Yeah,
teams, yeah, the other teams, I get what Sly is coming from, absolutely 100%. But Boston is just riding their mojo, man.
All right.
fact.
So I'm going to reveal the NBAs. Those three. That's their 3 MVP cases, okay? So Embiid, remaining schedule 8 games. They're saying he's number 1 after dropping 27 and 10 on the Clippers. Had an 122-97 victory. Embiid did his utmost to deliver Philadelphia a landmark win over the league's best Suns on Sunday. So, I mean,
Suns,
yeah, his latest performance.
he beat the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's saying here. That's what
Yeah, I
happened.
think
No, the Suns beat the Sixers, man. Booker was cooking.
did they? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, look at it. It's
Yeah,
right
no, it's
there.
right there. It's right there. My bad. My bad. Well, anyways, he attempted. He did his utmost to deliver for Philadelphia a landmark win over. Right. So, I misspoke. They didn't win. He was trying to
No,
win.
you didn't. They they worded that poorly
Yeah, thank you. I was
That's
like,
true.
for
what?
sure.
All right, let's get to the next one. Jokic. Okay. So, for him, he was dominant Saturday with a 113-107 win over the Thunder. Poo, whatever, scoring 35 and 13, shooting 15 from the field. It's the Thunder, right? Like, we're not going to act like this is something that we should be celebrating. It's
I
like
know.
when niggas beat the Knicks. Like, it's like, okay, the Knicks are in disarray. Like, stop clapping. You know what I mean? Or the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to the 3. Let's go to 3. All right. Giannis. I don't know why Giannis is at the bottom. My only thought process, sorry, just to go over here, is to see if, let me zoom in here. So, oh, what the hell? My bad. Games table.
Listen, while you're doing that, I'll just say this.
No, because they're 46 and 28, right?
The Bucks?
The Bucks, yeah, they're 46 and 28. So I mean, they're in the 3rd spot. That's not bad.
Listen, man. Giannis is like he's gonna be up there 1 and 2 every year, I think,
Mhm.
for a while.
Off
In the
numbers
MVP.
alone, he gonna be
Yeah,
up.
yeah, for an MVP race. But listen, I'll say this: if Kevin Durant never got injured, it would have been a landslide. Okay, I think he would have been the clear-cut MVP because they were balling. You know, if he never got injured, I think he would have been the MVP because he was playing at a level.
He was, but we'll never know. I mean, the James Harden trade still goes. Kyrie doesn't come back till now. Kevin Durant doesn't get hurt. We can't say that everybody on that team is going to always provide for him, right? And I mean, Ben was supposed to be back, 2 weeks ago? He
Now
getting
listen,
epidurals in his back?
listen,
Like
listen.
he
Now
having babies? He's giving
I
childbirth to his feelings? What's going on?
listen.
No, I really want to know because at this point in time, like I feel like the match just disrespected everybody.
Wait, what? Hold
Because
on,
I
back
don't
up.
know what's
What did
wrong
you
with him.
say? He's giving birth to
He
his
got an
feelings?
epidural in his back in
Yeah,
one of
that's
his
weird.
discs. It was irritated.
No, but
You
you
know,
said he was giving birth to his
I said
feelings or
I
something.
don't know if he's giving birth to his feelings because most of the time it's women that get epidurals when they're gonna have kids. You know what I'm saying? Freeze their legs. I don't know why he get an epidural for. He's a
That's
grown
what I
man.
thought too,
And
man.
he
I ain't
young.
gonna
He
lie.
young. He ain't old like me with gray hair and shit. This guy young as you know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I'm an old
but
man
yo,
out here. That's a young
but yo,
buck.
listen, boy. Real talk though. As a fan, as a basketball fan, I'm a little frustrated with the Ben situation here now.
Yeah.
I thought once he got traded, we're gonna get to see this guy within 3 games, and then something else comes, So I'm a little frustrated with it, you
Yeah.
know.
But you're right,
Yeah.
KD though, MVP. So let's round it off. Who do you guys really think is gonna win the MVP? We have our picks of who should win, who we think should win. Who do y'all think?
I think Embiid gonna get it. I think
I,
Embiid is just he's like you know how they had like voters fatigue, and B never won it. You know what I'm saying? He's in the conversation a lot. Man, he's like that. He's a young, kind of cocky guy. Like he'll give you something to put in the newspaper, so they're gonna give it to him, man. And I ain't mad at it. It's not that he don't deserve it though. Like he's a legit candidate.
Yeah, I agree with him. Yeah, just to add to it, listen, he had a crazy stretch of a couple games and crazy monster numbers to back it up with dubs. So, yeah, if he wins, I won't be mad at it. But listen, if we're gonna get into detail and context, I think Devin Booker's the MVP. As, so,
Okay. I mean, for me, I'm just gonna go with the safe bet because I already know the NBA is rigged in certain ways. I'm just gonna go with Joker. You know what I mean? I don't see him not becoming a back to back. You know, he's proven enough. His numbers match. Okay, his team's in the West. Like if we took a look at the records, the top five records in the East, they're all at 46. Yeah, 42, no 43 to 47. The West, they're at 44 to 61. Which conference seems a little tougher? So I'm gonna give it to the boy there, Joker, and keep it rocking. But you guys are done with this? Everything else,
yeah,
Gucci?
yeah.
All right. Yo, it's your boy, the host of the most amount to plan Yawa, King ECG, and Manila,
It's your boy Da Vinci, star of the ego, feed the soul.
and the Buffalo Kid.
It's your boy Sly, man. Buffalo shit.